We want to begin now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a for hire plot.
Lil Durk just scored a major legal when his trial has been moved, opening the door for house arrest. The judge has postponed Lil Durk's trial, now set for August 25th, 2026. This change could lead to a potential house arrest release. Reports say that 3 of Durk's co-defendants in the King Von revenge case have filed a motion to separate their cases from his trial, a huge advantage for Durk. Going to trial alone, instead of alongside other members, prevents prosecutors from portraying him negatively for associating with known gang figures.
That's what Diddy did. He's basically saying all this evidence y'all got against Durk got nothing to do with me. Why you got me charged with Durk? And that doesn't mean he's going against Durk. That just means he wants his case severed. And I'm telling you, if it's severed, it helps Durk. Because one of the main connective tissue to this conspiracy is saying that Durk told Diddy to hire. Diddy's saying, I ain't get told to hire nobody. And I ain't hire nobody. What are you talking about? Why would I hire someone? That's his thing.
However, delaying the trial until August opens a window for Lil Durk to be released on house arrest. At the end of today's court hearing, the Chicago rapper's lawyer submitted paperwork for a house arrest agreement. Durk is even offering to cover an officer's salary to ensure he remains at home and his activities are monitored. Despite this, prosecutors did not let the hearing conclude entirely in his favor. The judge allowed them to present all evidence against Durk, including footage of King Von, to establish Durk's alleged motive for revenge.
Testimony and video surveillance surrounding the death of King Von, and the motion to exclude this evidence was denied, meaning the judge is going to allow witnesses to testify about and allow the video of King Von's to be played at the trial. And this is important because prosecutors wanted to use this evidence to argue that King Von's is the reason or motive as to why Durk offered this bounty on Quando Rondo. And so with this ruling, the jury will get to see and hear about all of that.
They are allowing it for 2 reasons. First, when King Von passed, many opponents were celebrating his death. Prosecutors claim this motivated Lil Durk to seek revenge.
When you heard that, considering the back and forth that y'all have had in your own ways, how did you feel?
So I kind of happy.
You were happy?
Can I say I was kind of happy? No, seriously, I was though. It was up. That, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he did. But I was happy as when I found out Von was dead. I cooked for the whole day. For all the people
When you looked at King Von getting, how did you feel? Considering the animosity between you guys up to that point.
Like my real first action.
Yeah.
Thought I was happy.
You're happy.
I was happy.
The second reason they plan to show King Von's passing is that the judge allows certain lyrics to be used against Lil Durk. The lyrics, quote, "They be on my page like slide for Von. I'm sure they trolling me. Y'all just don't know that's how it's supposed to be." Prosecutors will link this to Lil Durk's interview with DJ Academics, where he addresses the slide for Von comments himself.
You're not triggered by the slide for Von comments. Still, I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying slide for Von. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, them songs is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the war.
By mentioning it during an interview, prosecutors argue it gives them leverage, showing Lil Durk was fully aware of the slide for Von comments and reinforced it with lyrics in the song. The next lyrics say, "Don't respond to things with Van." I'm like, screw it. You're tripping. Go get your stick. They dropping locations. I'm getting it done. Along with the tweet, "We're sliding. The feds are coming." Prosecutors claim this outlines Durk's alleged motive regarding the Von comments and his actions.
Now the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
While many believe lyrics can't be used against someone in court, they actually can, though it's rare. When it happens, it can create major issues. Lil Durk's lawyers counter by claiming he isn't being treated fairly. The Chicago rapper's legal team filed a request for a status hearing, citing that Durk has been detained in a special housing unit without due process since August 29, 2025. He is confined to a small jail cell with just a single bed, a toilet, and a sink for 23 hours a day, with no access to commissary. He is allowed one phone call per month and no in-person visits. Originally, he was placed in special housing for possessing an Apple Watch, but Durk's attorneys say the disciplinary action hasn't been reviewed by the unit's committee, which normally happens within 5 working days. Even inmates from his cell block reached out to those close to Durk's case about the situation.
They got Lil Durk in a hole for basically some BS, and right now we're gonna show the paperwork. They saying that he was caught with a cell phone, and basically that's not true. They trying to keep him in a hole, do a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing or whatever, but they trying to make a point because they saying that me and him is privileged and we got so many things going on, and it's a lot of BS.
This led Durk's team to post on a story, saying, "Crazy how you gotta wait until it's dark out to see who really with you." It's clear Durk is feeling isolated right now, and DJ Academics noted that many people have distanced themselves from him.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of the went on tour with, did songs with, called you they brother, they twin. I wouldn't be surprised if these rappers try to India. These are down low and dirty. And I think this is what, I think Durk right now is thinking that, man, I thought I was just with a whole bunch of real. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. And I feel bad for Durk. When King Slime got locked up, there was a whole parade. Free him! Free him! Free him! Oh, nah. Everybody would post details of the case. How is this humane? How could they do this? Yo, free... not smart. No, free Slime. Durk got locked up. They might give that half a bar. Free Smirk. And they moved the... I'll give credit. I have heard some of these guys have sent lawyers. Good for that. But Smirk is in there, man, realizing the world don't stop spinning because you locked up.
However, DJ Academics says that Lil Durk won't be the same if he gets out of jail, as he has learned some important lessons during his time inside.
Let me tell y'all, the Durk y'all loved when he was free, if he gets back out again, he'll never be that Durk. I'm gonna tell you why. He done learned a lot of lessons. This is me assuming, nothing he's told me. But the things that he did for others, y'all know when he came on my podcast, right? And he said, man, yo, Gunna's a snitch, I can't Gunna. Man, that. I don't care, I love Thug. He said that because Thug told him. Yo, what Durk is realizing, Durk is a great soldier, but nobody looked at him like a leader. Durk was willing to move on behalf of the people he's loyal to when they get locked up. When he locked up, they might drop him as a bar in a song, but...
However, prosecutors shared some damaging information against Lil Durk in court, highlighting a photo of him with a large amount of cash in 2022, shortly after Quando Rondo's team was targeted and Lil PAB was removed. They reported that prosecutors claimed Durk offered a $1 million reward in 2022. The discovery shows that Durk allegedly used trusted associates to coordinate an August 18th, 2022 trip to Southern California. According to the report, some co-conspirators received rewards, including music videos and rap mentions. For example, Durk's song Block Is Hot was cited as part of this. Prosecutors also stated they have several cooperating witnesses ready to testify that Durk organized the events. This has visibly stressed him. As courtroom observers noted, he appeared thinner and had cut his dreads. During the hearing, the judge denied multiple motions from Durk's lawyers to dismiss the case, though the bill of particulars motion was taken under advisement, leaving courtroom reporters attentive to the ongoing developments.
Criminal lawyer, and I just learned that the rap artist Lil Durk just had his motion to dismiss his for hire case denied. To be honest, I'm not that surprised. Let me tell you guys something. There's only 2 ways that Lil Durk is rocking out of that federal courtroom on 2 feet. A jury of 12 people says that he is not guilty, or President Trump pardons him. There's no other way that Durk is walking out of that court free. That judge is not going to be dismissing any key evidence. He's not going to be dismissing any motions. He's not going to do anything that significantly helps Lil Durk walk out of that courtroom without having a trial. Now, how and why am I so sure of this? Well, here's the first thing I want to tell you. Most federal judges used to be federal prosecutors, exact prosecutors that are prosecuting Durk. A lot of judges used to stand in that very position. Federal prosecutors can be very biased people, and very rarely, once they put on that black robe and become a judge, do they get rid of those biases, okay? That judge very likely probably thinks that Durk is guilty. He just can't be the one to actually say it.
With the judge denying all chances of having the case dismissed, Lil Durk will have to face trial if he hopes to be released. This development has already sparked reactions from creators and fans online.
Oh, this is my last no jumper. Durk already told me I wasn't supposed to come back up here with that last.
Now look what happened to him.
That man got kids. You talking about look what happened to him.
Definitely not happy about him.
I wouldn't be happy if you go to jail, Adam, because I know you got daughter. Break down.
There's multiple people who are no longer there for their kids as a result of that Durk allegedly called in.
Until they put that on black and white, sir. Stop throwing stuff on a black man who's trying to do something right for the community right now.
The feds have already put out a lot of information about this.
You don't have to put it out. You don't have to put it out. So this is a major platform.
You're not the boss of me. We talk about rap on here. I think it is well within our jurisdiction to talk about the fact
that what type of police is
been alleged to have ordered them.
This
free smirk though.
Free smirk. But also maybe
police. It's a platform. There's some police.
Just sit down for a little and decide, hey, maybe I'm not anybody else.
We don't have no proof that.
Well,
with the bill of particulars taken under advisement, Lil Durk still had the opportunity to request another bond. His father believed it could happen after presenting a strong offer to the judge.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
With the bill of particulars taken under advisement, Lil Durk still had the opportunity to request another bond, and his father believed it could happen after presenting a strong offer to the judge. However, prosecutors claimed there was a snitch in the case and shared messages from a group chat among members. Federal prosecutors alleged that Durk put hits on O-Block members for not retaliating for King Von and planned to introduce testimony from a witness claiming Durk gave the orders. Durk was reportedly feuding with O-Block member Muna Duke over his belief that they weren't responding for King Von, which led DJ Academics and Whack 100 comment on the situation.
Life by basically saying he's guilty of for hire, and the only thing that, like, yes, some of these things look suspect. Why'd you go there? Why are these people going there? Why'd you send this message? But nothing. There's no message that they got that says where Durk says y'all that Quando yet. Nothing says that.
I'm not. You missing the point. Okay. They got a witness already cooperating on that. Been had one. We just ain't seen what they said. It's 3 years. One of the cooperating.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so
that's co-conspiracy too.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't need too much more than that. One of them is cooperating. Then in the paperwork, you got the conversation. They say they had it in and out. The other 2 was figuring out how they getting paid.
Interestingly, one of the snitches in the case originally claimed there was no bounty on Quando Rondo's crew, but now he says there was. Even more concerning, Vonnie is reportedly cooperating against Durk. His court file shows he is no longer in prison custody, meaning he is either on house arrest or at a halfway house. Vonnie reportedly texted a friend about his plea deal, which was leaked. He wrote that he is aiming for a 32, the base for an M for hire charge, and explained how points reduce his sentence to 5 to 7 years, noting he doesn't want to go to trial like others before him. Another snitch, DDD's brother Ted, is also speaking to federal authorities, with body cam footage showing him attempting to cooperate against Durk and his associates. This development has prompted Durk's lawyers to submit paperwork for an extended bond proposal, as it raises concerns about what Ted may tell authorities, given that D is Durk's main associate. Interestingly, Ted wasn't initially part of the case, but was arrested for possessing a firearm at a store.
Really?
Dude had it. What about that?
A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
After being brought to the police station, the man immediately started cooperating and sharing information about criminal activities. While in a waiting cell, he became visibly emotional, expressing regret and anxiety over the situation. Officers tried to calm him down, reassuring him that they would work through his concerns. The interaction highlighted his fear and willingness to cooperate with authorities, showing just how serious the situation had become.